I'm in a groove state of mind. I'm moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. I'm stepping up my game. I'm a groovster, yes I am. With groove I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me. The buzz loose and break free. I'm dancing to my dreams. Bursting at the seams. I'm feeling groovelicious. Who knows who I am? 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm grooving.
Hello. Welcome to our Groove Challenge. Are you joining us live? If you are, type in hashtag live. If you're joining us on the replay, type in hashtag replay into the comments so that we know that you are interacting with us. It is a continuation of our Groove Challenges. We're still continuing into the new year. How is your new year joining us so far, by the way? Do let us know inside of the comments. Do let us know as well whether you're networking with us, whether you're inside of our groups, whether you're on the YouTube channel. Make sure that this becomes an interactive experience for you, because that is absolutely how you will get the most of it. So now we're starting to see many of the comments coming in. I see Gary join us live. Jim, great to see you again. Kathy is here. Annie, Rob, Sandra, Bernard. We have many of our friends here. So congratulations and welcome to the Groove Challenge. Now, I don't know about you, but for me personally, I'm recovering a little bit. It's been about a week since I've been home. We went away on a retreat with my partners, and we're planning another one soon. How many of you, by the way, just out of curiosity, are interested in joining us for a live in-person mastermind retreats? We're talking about on a very exotic island in Langkawi, somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Malaysia, where there's many products that are duty-free, but more importantly, a collective break time away from the noise, enjoying, relaxing. If you're interested in that, type in retreat inside of the comments, because there's going to be a lot of different amazing things that are being planned. And of course, we want you to be a big part of it, not just within groove.cm, but also within many things that we plan to do with you as our community continues to grow. So let us know inside the comments, because we want to make sure that you're a part of everything groove related. And this is a great opportunity for all of us to connect. For me personally, I've also been busy since the new year. Can you believe it's already been a month and a half plus since the beginning of 2023? This means that the year, time, the weeks, the days, it's all moving along the way. And so for me personally, I've been busy settling into my new place. Today is actually the first day of school holiday. I don't know about you, but for everything that I do, a lot of times we basically do what we can for our family, right? We make sure that we are building our businesses. We are setting up a right career. We're making money so that we can take care of them, right? This is what we live for. And so I'm very excited because today's the first day of school holiday. The little one's going to be off from school for the next few weeks. So we have a lot of fun things planned, and hopefully there's going to be a lot that you can do with your family as well, especially when you're here within the Groove community and starting today with the Groove Challenge. We have many new companies, many new projects, many new things that we want to continue to build and share with you. It's going to be an exciting year. Are you here because you want to reach those goals on your own as well? If it is, type in goals inside the comments, and the way they're going to reach those goals is starting right here today with this challenge. So officially, we are calling this the one-page site challenge, because today is not just going to be about theory. It's not just going to be about education. We want to show you step by step, and we want to invite you to join us to building out your very first one-page site. Are you here to learn and also to execute? If you are, type in yes inside the comments. And so my challenge to you for this particular challenge is to make sure that if you haven't already, or maybe even if you do have a page or two, a site or a few that is already up, I want to show you how you can leverage the power of the one-page site formula so that you're able to do what we do, right? You're able to do what you want to do. You're able to travel if you want to. You're able to build a business while you're on holiday, while you're settling in a new home, while you are, spending time with your family, and all the while, the business continues to grow. How many of you want that type of lifestyle? If you want, type in want inside the comments. And the good news is that you can do all of that with a one-page site. Are you excited about this? Because today, I want to show you how you can discover how to build and publish a successful one-page affiliate marketing, digital product, your own coaching program, mentorship, services, agency, whatever it is that you want to build. I want you to leverage the power of the one-page site. And yes, it is powerful. Yes, it does work. I was looking through, a variety of different places where we posted about the challenge. Sometimes it might be via email. Sometimes it might be a social media post. Sometimes it might be others sharing about it. Sometimes it might be in the events. And people were saying, well, it's great, but do they convert? The answer is yes, absolutely. One of the best types of websites that convert is the one-page site. And they're asking, well, can I get traffic to it? Does it work with SEO? Does it work with videos? Does it work with paid ads? The answer to all of that is yes, yes, yes. It does. And I'll show you some proof and examples of this in just a moment. But first things first, if you're just joining us, if you're finding us live, if you're finding us on YouTube somewhere down the road on the replay, what I want to do in order for you to get the absolute most out of this challenge and future challenges, number one, I want to make sure that you are up to date. You get updated on every time that we do have a brand new challenge. I want to make sure that if you want the step-by-steps of what it's like to have a Groove account, what are the benefits of the system, of the software, of the platform, building your own sales pages, right? You're also able to, if you haven't already, register and receive all of the updates and get access to all of the different archives of the replays that we've already done. So if you haven't already, I want to invite you to go to groove.cm/challenge. Once again, that's groove.cm/challenge. And when you go to groove.cm/challenge, you will see a page that looks like this, similar to this, depending on when you're watching us, but right here, right now, live, okay? We are in the middle of the one-page site challenge, which means that this is the one that you're going to be tuning in for. Now, it doesn't matter what it says on this page. It doesn't matter what the date is on here. Once you register, right over here, you will receive all the updates of the future challenges that we have. We will email you. As you can see, the countdown timer is now down to 0 because we are now live. And once you've registered, here's something really cool, right? You'll get a congratulations registration confirmed page. It'll show you when the next Groove challenge is going to be. And then when you scroll down, you're also going to be able to see where you can join us live. Now, if you are joining us live, or maybe you're watching us on the replay and you want to watch the replay of this particular session, not just again, but also again and again and again, which you should. And on top of that, you also want to watch our previous replays. You can access all those different previous challenges right over here as well. It will give you a great insight into everything that we are doing with all of our continued education and beyond as well. All right, so are you ready for building your one-page site, your own one-page site? If you are, type in ready inside of the comments. Type in ready inside of the comments. And here's the thing, right? Because when we think about one-page sites, a lot of times we get confused. Well, what is a one-page site? How many of you are wondering that? If you do, type in I. If you're wondering what is a one-page site, type in I, right? Because a one-page site can be long, it can be short, it can be a long sales letter. It can be, an opt-in page. It can be a company website. These are all kinds of websites that can be on one page. But right here in Groove, and especially when we're first starting out, and how many of you, by the way, are brand new starting out with us? If you are, type in new inside the comments. I don't know about you, but yes, there is always opportunities for us to continue to learn, right? Life is a lifelong learning journey, isn't it? If you agree with that, type in agree inside the comments. But if you're brand new, like Shannon, like Jeff, like Alex, like Regina, and you're wondering what is the best possible way for us to get started in this and to make sure that we understand everything right off the bat, well, the thing about that is I want to start simple with you. Is it okay if we start simple with you? How many of you like simple? If you like simple, type in simple inside of the comments. Type in simple inside of the comments, because for this particular challenge, we are going to start simple. We're going to start simple by using Groove. We're going to start simple by using existing templates so that you don't have to design your own. You don't have to create your own layouts. You don't have to create anything from scratch on your own. There's not going to be an opt-in form, at least not for this particular session. You don't need to use that for the time being. We won't deal with any complicated integrations. It's not going to be any sales copy, although in the long term, all of these things are going to maximize your businesses. Yes, you're going to eventually want to have long sales copy and integrate, all the different integrations and have an opt-in form and build your list. But today, we're going to get you started, and we're going to get you started fast. How many of you like fast? If you like fast, type in fast inside of the comments. Because here's the thing. Right now, with all the newest in terms of technology, the AI, artificial intelligence, all the things that will be able to automate your business as a whole. How many of you are also interested in learning more about how to use AI for marketing and building your one-page sites and creating content at the speed of light? Just like that, you're done automatically, as they say, right? How many of you want to leverage on that? If you do, type in yes inside the comments. And if you do, stay tuned, because we have some additional surprises for you. Now, speaking of surprises, just out of curiosity, how many of you like bonuses? Do you like bonuses? If you like bonuses, type in bonuses inside the comments. Type in bonuses inside the comments, because I want to start giving you some bonuses. Is that okay? Is that okay if we give you some bonuses? If that's okay, type in bonuses inside the comments. I want to invite you to go to groove.cm/bonuses. Once again, that's groove.cm/bonuses. If you can find that inside of the comments, there it is, right there, groove.cm/bonuses. This is going to take you to a page that looks something like this. Okay, this is the Groove Challenge Bonuses page, groove.cm/bonuses. If you want additional content, additional information on all the things that I just talked about, you want to leverage artificial intelligence, you want to learn about AI marketing, you want to learn about how to build your list, integrate all the complicated stuff that we're not going to get into today, right? All the things that go beyond just one page, and maybe, just maybe, even more about, let's say, traffic generation, using the one-page sites that you will be building here today, and you can get free search engine traffic from it. How many of you want to learn these kind of strategies to get free SEO traffic? If you like free, type in free inside the comments. If you like SEO, type in SEO inside the comments, because I want to invite you to a very special event, the very first bonus that we're going to be sharing with you here today, once you come to groove.cm/bonuses, you will see a very special link for you to request a private invitation for future challenges and future events that we're going to be sharing with you very, very soon. Okay, so what you want to do right over here is just register for a free bonus hands-on interactive step-by-step coaching session. We're going to share with you more about Groove. We're going to share with you more about how you can leverage all the things that go beyond the things that we're going to be sharing here today. All you got to do is click right over here on where it says request an invitation. And once you do that, it will take you to a Facebook post. Right now, we don't have a page set up just yet, but if you want to get that bonus, okay, all you got to do is come over here and write inside the comments, request for your bonus, right? I want to learn more. I want an invitation. I want this bonus event that we're going to be doing for Groove. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you leave a comment right over here, and we will get back to you as soon as we have more information on that. We will PM you privately. So make sure that you do check your private messages as well. Now, going back into our topic for today then. Yes, this is the Groove Challenge, but it's not just any kind of Groove Challenge. It is a challenge where we not just want to only educate you, but we also want you to take action. Are you ready to take action? If you are, type in action inside of the comments. Because the thing is, for many of us who are wondering, right, what is the basis of what the Groove Challenge is all about, the one-page sites. Yes, it is possible for you to have a one-page site for a company. In fact, if you take a look at groovedigital.com, right, this is Groove's company website. And if you scroll down, there's a lot of content, right? It tells you all about all of the amazing features of the Groove application. But in addition to that, it's going to show you, hey, these are some of the services that we have. This is everything that's associated with Groove. We have live events that are coming up. What are people saying, right? The testimonials, meet the founders. This is all about the company, but in reality, this is also a one-page site. So write this down for yourself. Is your one-page site going to be, about your company? Is your one-page site going to share information about yourself? Is your one-page site going to talk more about your products, your services? Because these are all very important things that you need to plan out first, okay? Plan out first prior to actually creating the website, because otherwise you will have no content to put on your one-page site. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, type in yes inside of the comments. So having a company branded type of website, your personal branding even, right? That's one type of website that you might want to consider. In fact, speaking of brands, if you scroll all the way down, you will see, of course, the CEO of Groove Digital, Mr. Mike Filsaime. He also has his home website created by Groove, by the way. If you go to mikefilsaime.com, for example, right? mikefilsaime.com, you're going to see that he also has a one-page site, site, albeit it's going to be quite long because you're going to see videos, you're going to see a little biography about him, you're going to see exactly what Mike does and what he did and everything that Mike is known for, right? This is another example of a one-page site. You see a little about Mike over here section, all the different companies that Mike has and all the different products that might be available, Groove Cart, Groove Pay, Marketers Cruise, pretty much everything that is associated with the Mike Filsaime brand, you will be able to see on mikefilsaime.com. So ask yourself, is your one-page site going to be about you? Is it? Is it going to be about your professional brand? Is it going to be about what you do? Is it going to be a personal lifestyle? Is it going to be talking about you personally, where you're from, your background, the country that you live in, right? So all these are examples of different ways that you can be branding yourself, but in a one-page site format. Here's another example of a one-page site. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this. Groove.cm. Are you familiar with Groove.cm? If you are, type in Groove inside the comments. Believe it or not, this is also another example of a one-page site, because how many pages does this consist of? Only one, right? But this one-page site It's almost like a long sales letter, isn't it? It's going to give you a lot of information. And even though Groove.cm is a free product on the front end, free also needs to be sold, doesn't it? Free also needs to be sold. Write that down. Free also needs to be sold. So whatever one-page site that you are creating, you're also going to want to make sure that you have as much information on there as you can to get people to sign up, okay? Whether it's to enter in their name and their email address, whether it's to click on a simple button such as this, whether it's to buy something, another call to action that you want them to take, right? Make sure that you have the information on there to convince somebody who might be joining you for the very first time and get them to take that action. Now, for this kind of website, you can see that it's pretty long, right? The good news is that you're not expected to create a long sales letter. You're not expected to even create a long one-page site today. We want to start simple, right? You still like simple, don't you? If you do type in simple inside the comments right now, I'm just showing you all the different examples of potential different one-page sites that you can potentially create on. Okay, so for this particular page at groove.cm, you can see that their call to action is for them to register for an account, to sign up for something, to enter in their name, their email address, and whatever other fields that needs to be entered over here. This is something that you can create as well directly inside of Groove. But once again, today we're going to start simple. All I'm doing right now is showing you the different kinds of examples that you can actually create with your own one-page sites. Finally, let's take a look at yet another example, shall we? This particular example is quite interesting because for any one of us who might have signed up at groove.cm, okay, and you got your free account, every single one of us saw a page that looks something like this. How many of you are premium or platinum members of groove.cm, by the way? If you're a free member, type in free. If you're upgraded to platinum, type in platinum. If you're upgraded to premium plus, type in premium plus inside the comments so that we know where you stand. But every single one of us, right, who signed up for a free account at groove.cm, we all saw this special offer page, didn't we? We saw a video with Michael Same. We saw all these different texts that gives you a very special lifetime offer that's available right now. And by the way, if you're interested in learning more about the benefits of upgrading, the benefits of having a premium plus account, the benefits of everything that you can only get when you have a private one-on-one call or a private one-on-one consultation with a Groove expert, how many of you want that? If you want a one-on-one, type in one-on-one inside the comments, because when you go back to groove.cm/bonuses and you scroll down just a little bit, you're going to see that we do have a private consultation bonus for you right here in resource number 3. So take full advantage of that. This resource may go away very, very soon. But going back right over here to our special offer, you will see that as we saw moments ago, either prices will go up or the special offer is going to go away very soon. This is another example of a long-term sales letter. But in addition to being a long sales letter, it's also a video sales letter, otherwise known as a VSL. Write that down, a VSL. Because with a VSL, this means that in addition to all the copy, all the text that you see on the page itself, you're also going to see a video. And in this case, it's about a 40+ minute video that explains everything that you need to know about the special offer. What is Groove? What's it all about? And what's amazing about the opportunity when you upgrade, right? Everything is shared with you inside of what we call a VSL, a video sales letter, right? So this is an example of what you can create on your one-page site, because as long as this is, as much information as this contains, and as many integrations with media, with technology that this has, right? This as well, believe it or not, is also only how many pages? 1. Type that into the comments. Only 1, right? There's no additional links like, okay, so click here now if you want to register, and click over there if you want to check out our bonus, and click over there when you're ready to sign up, right? Everything is right here within one page. This is a video sales letter. It's an OTO page, a one-time offer page, but at the same time, it's also only one page. So these are all the additional examples that we have for you when it comes to the additional things that you can do when it comes to your bonuses, when it comes to your sales letter, and with everything that you want to do, right? And so with all of those, these are examples of what we call a one-page site. Now, how many of you are learning something so far? If you are, and that's you, type in me inside the comments so that we know that we're on the right track, so that you know that you're at the right place. We don't want to waste your time, right? If this is for you, but we also want to make sure that if you're here, that you're getting some kind of value in this so far, okay? Because what we're going to be talking about next might be a little bit contradicting to the type of websites that we have, the type of models, business models that we encourage you to create, and also the kind of websites that you can have when you use the Groove platform. How many of you have seen websites like this? A traditional website, an e-commerce store, something that might look like an Amazon, something, if you're in Southeast Asia, you might be familiar with Lazada or Shopee, and of course, eBay. Many people around the world are familiar with that as well, right? This is a traditional e-commerce kind of website that when most people that I talk to, right, and they say, I want to have an internet marketing business, I want to create something online, I want to have a website that lists all of my products that I can sell. I want to have a website that's going to list all the different prices that I can sell individually. If I want physical products, I can. If I want digital products, I can. If I want services, I can. How many of you want a website that looks just like this? If you had a website like this, right? Do you have a plan for you to monetize with it? Are you going to build a long-term business with this kind of website? And is this the kind of store that you have in mind when you think Groove.cm, when you think Groove Cart, when you think about Groove pages and all the different kinds of pages and sites that you can build? If this is you, type in I inside the comments. This is the kind of website that you want, right? Now, here's the reality. For most people that we talk to, yes, this is absolutely the kind of website that they want, because it's professional, right? It's professional. It's the kind of website that looks nice. It's the kind of website that looks amazing, physically, visually, graphically. And so what happens when people build websites like this, what they realize is a couple different things. Number one, as great as a web page might look, as amazing as the graphics might be, as technical as all the different elements might be able to look like, right? It's professional. It looks like a professional store, like an Amazon or an eBay. A good-looking website doesn't make you money. Write that down. A good-looking website doesn't make you money. Nice graphics don't make you money. Amazing professional templates on its own won't make you sales. Here's the reality. Because when you simply build a page like this, right, or your own sales letter page or your own company page, keep in mind that the internet is not just a whole sea of numbers, right? It's not just a whole bunch of numbers. Oh yeah, I get traffic, I get visitors, I see the number counter coming in, right? And the sales are going to come in. Again, just numbers. Write this down. People are not numbers. Your customers are not numbers. Visitors are not numbers. Because when you're talking about generating traffic, generating sales, making money, you need to make sure that you're building your platform, you're building your empire to attract real people. Real people, okay? There's nothing automatic about attracting people. Because if, let's say, Amazon.com, right, or eBay.com, who are the customers? Who are the buyers? It's people like you and me. Does that make sense? It's people like you and me. So I don't know about you, but if I start to see different social media posts, somehow, some way, I run across a page that looks like this, I'm not going to buy. Why? Because pages like this are a dime a dozen, aren't they? In the beginning, you're not going to be able to make any sales if you don't build rapport. Write that down. You need to build rapport. In order for you to make sales and make consistent sales and long-term sales, people need to connect with you. Not with the page, not with the websites, not with what you have on the websites or the products or the services. They need to connect with you. Write this down. People will do business with those whom they know, like, and trust. Now, if I see a page that looks like this, that says e-commerce websites, do I know who created this website? Do I like this person? Is there a reason for me to like this company or like this brand? And most importantly, do I trust them? E-commerce website, like this particular image, they didn't even put in the time, right, to create their own brand, right? There's no Amazon or eBay or Lazada or whatever else behind that, or Shopee, right? There's no brand. So initially, if you have these kinds of websites and you have no brand behind it, people aren't going to buy anything from you. So as great a potential as there is for any kind of websites, understand that success is not going to come overnight. It will take time. It will take effort. It will take continued education. Write that down. Continued education, continued coaching, continued mentorship. And by the way, are you interested in continued coaching, continued mentorship? If you are, type in yes inside the comments, because earlier we showed you groove.cm/bonuses, right? Well, the good news is that today is not your only opportunity to learn with us. Today is not your only opportunity to get access to our coaches, to our mentors, to live one-on-one. Yes, you also get live one-on-one, but how great would it be to know that you also have the opportunity to get regular Groove coaching? Because when you go back to groove.cm/bonuses, you're going to see right over here, register for Groove coaching under resource number 2. We want to invite you to register for the next and all upcoming Groove coaching sessions, as well as updates on new events, because these are the times when we make brand new announcements. It's live Q&A. It's designed to answer your questions. It's designed to help to solve your problems. Do you want these types of coaching? If you do, type in coaching inside the comments. This is presented to you absolutely free by our team right here at Groove. So it's going to be amazing, amazing, amazing to have you along the way with us. So go back there to groove.cm/bonuses to ensure that you take full advantage of our free offers and bonuses here to you. Okay, so going back to this particular traditional website, the answer, if previously you said, yes, I want this kind of website, maybe eventually you do, but in the beginning, you definitely do not want to have this kind of website. What kind of website do you want? Well, that's what we're here to talk about today. Write this down. We want a one-page site. A one-page site that's not a long one-page site or a video sales letter or a long-term sales letter or many things that would be complicated with the integrations or anything like that. We want a simple one-page site. Write that down. Simple. A simple one-page site that doesn't need to include a lot of copy. Albeit, up until maybe several months ago, everything needed to be done by hand. Everything, if you want anything of quality, you need to write your own sales letter. You need to write your own content. You need to create your own information, right? Today, in these days, and especially with the increase of technology, we're now in the groundbreaking, game-changing era of content creation. You can do that automatically. Now, nothing's going to beat the human touch. I hope you agree with that. Nothing's going to completely beat the human touch. But if you want to automate and simplify your business and up to 80, 85% quality, well, guess what? Automation is here. Are you, again, interested in learning more about AI technology? If you are, type in AI inside the comments. We'll share more with you about how you can automate your business and with good quality later on today, so make sure that you continue to stay tuned. Now, with our simple one-page site formula, we want to simplify things for you, right? Now, granted, these are all things that you normally see on any one of the pages that we saw you, right? Whether it's groove.cm, whether it's groovedigital.com, whether it's any of the other examples. The only thing is that we delete, write that down, we delete all the nonsense. We delete all the things that you don't need. We remove all the elements that will not help you to convert, that will waste your time, that is not your goal. And especially because you are right now interested in just getting started. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're just interested in getting started right here, right now, right? We're not going to be building a list. We're not going to be integrating Groove Mail, for example, or Groove Sell. We just want to keep it simple. Now, with this kind of website, with this kind of simple one-page site formula, guess what kind of business this is most suitable for? Guess what kind of business? You're not building your list. Nope, you're not selling anything specifically on this particular page. You don't need your own products. You don't need your own services. You don't need to create your own information, ebook or videos or courses or anything like that. We're going to help you get started without any websites of your own if you don't need to, your own sales websites. You don't need your own, professional graphics. You don't need to have your own product, your own services, or anything like that. Not even any experience at all. I'm, of course, talking about affiliate marketing. How many of you are interested in the fastest, easiest, most simplified way of starting your own affiliate business? If you do, type in affiliate marketing inside the comments. The good news is that the single best way for you to start your affiliate marketing business is with the one-page site, the formula that you're looking at on the screen right now. Simple, right? Do you think it's simple? If you do, type in yes inside the comments. But the amazing thing is that it absolutely works. It absolutely works. And it can be as simple as this. All you need, okay? Write this down. The first thing that you need is something called a headline. What is a headline? A headline is right there, smack in the middle, on the top of the page, the first thing, ideally, that people see on that page. They don't need to scroll down. They don't need to scroll left and right. They don't need to fight alongside the graphics or any other elements on the page. It's just definitely going to be the first thing that people see. And so that's why the headline, and especially in many of the templates that you see, in many of the pages that you just saw, the headline is big, right? It's in big font. Sometimes it might be in a different color than everything else. Sometimes it might be in all caps. Sometimes it might have, exclamation marks. Sometimes it might have, different colors where it's bolded and it enhances and it really shines out at you, right? That's the headline. It's the single most important thing because that's what's going to get people's attention, right? The first thing that you want is to capture people's attention. How many of you have heard of AIDA, by the way? AIDA. A stands for attention, okay? This is the first thing that you must capture, whether it's on an ad, whether it's on the video, whether it's a presentation, whether it's a website or anything else. If you lose that person's attention within the first 3 to 5 seconds, boom, they're gone, right? Either they leave your website, if it's a website, or mentally they've tuned you out already. Grabbing their attention is the single most important. So not only is the formatting, right, of the colors, of the size, and the text and everything else is that important. You usually see that when we go to our pages, the first thing that people see is also going to be something that is going to capture someone's attention. So right here, let's go back to groove.cm, for example, the better free way to build funnels and sell digital products. So that's Groove, right? We want to emphasize free. What do you think is the most powerful word in all of marketing? Absolutely. You're right. It is the word free. If you have anything that is for free, if you offer anything that doesn't cost any money, use that as your marketing word. Of course, if you're not free, if you don't have anything for free, don't just use the word free just for the heck of using the word free, right? You want to make sure that you're actually offering something for free. So with that, you can see that Groove does a great job. The better free way to build funnels and digital products. This, my friend, is the actual headline. What is the next thing that is in our one-page site formula? Right down here is called the subheadline. Now, many people have headlines and subheadlines. Some people only have the headline. I usually like to have a subheadline because the second part of the AIDA formula after attention is interest, right? Interest helps you to capture someone's interest. So what can you say? What can you do that supplements, that complements the headline that's already captured their attention, right? You say, stop, right? Stop, captures your attention, right? If you're walking through the street, if you're in the mall, if you're driving in your car and somebody runs up to you, go, stop. Does that or does that not capture your attention? Whoa, right? It stops you right then and there. But after that, what's next? Okay, go, 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 right? It completely dilutes the entire process. So what happens after stop? What happens after you capture their attention? That's where the subheadline comes in. Continue the conversation. Write that down. Continue the conversation. So right here, as you can see with group.cm, we continue the conversation. The better free way to build funnels and sell digital products. Right over here, believe it or not, is a little subheadline, right? No credit card required, no trial period. So this is a continued education, a continued conversation, isn't it? Right over here is another subheadline, the one free for life app that replaces them all. Another piece of information right here, right? Group replaces all your marketing and automation apps. So just because we have a subheadline, keep in mind that this particular formatting is just an example. You can have subheadlines and subphrases and other things that complements your actual headline in the other parts of the page, as long as people don't need to scroll down, right? This is what we call above the fold because they don't need to scroll down to see more. Everything is right over there once the page actually loads. Okay, and as you can see, even after the subheadline, we have an image or a video, something that now is visually appealing. Now, I don't know about you. For me, I am a very visual person. And actually, the majority of the people on the internet, the majority of your market, the majority of your potential customers and buyers, they're also going to be visual, which means that they don't just simply want to see an ugly page, black background, white text, or vice versa, and really not too much to look at, right? And so with images and or videos, this has proven to increase your conversions. It has proven to increase your conversions. That's why in many of the Groove templates, you're going to see, right, images and block holders for videos and whatever else. And that's because we want to maximize your conversions, maximize your sales. Do you want to make more sales? If you do, type in sales inside the comments, because all these strategies that we're sharing with you right now is designed for you to maximize your sales. So image and or video. We go back to groove.cm. You can see that we do have a video, right? This video is created and uploaded, used and integrated with Groove Video, which is already inside of your groove.cm account. So as you can see, not only do we provide you the applications and the software and the tools to use them, we are the users and the customers ourselves, right? This entire page created with Groove funnels, right? With Groove apps, with Groove pages. And this, of course, is also with Groove Video as well. So that you can see as a real life example, right? We do have an image or a video. Optional additional text, descriptions, benefits, and features, as well as bullet points. You can see all the additional text that we have all around the page over here. When you scroll down, you're going to see a whole lot more, right? But most importantly, for you especially, as an affiliate, for somebody who doesn't have your own page and somebody who doesn't have your own site and somebody who's not selling your own products and your own services, right? You're going to want to have something called a call to action link or a call to action button. Write that down. Call to action, otherwise known as a CTA. If you just have a simple page, right, and you get people really excited, stop, save money, make money, get your business started right away, okay, what's next? What's next? Again, AIDA, right? Attention, interest. The D stands for desire, so that's where all the additional copy comes in. Your image in the video gets them more and more excited, but the last A in AIDA is action. Okay, write that down. Action. How will people take action? How will they buy from you? How will you earn your commissions? How will you make your sales? Right? All of this, very important and quite frankly, impossible if you don't actually have a call to action. Okay, so our call to action, click here, buy now, register, sign up, right? These are all call to actions. We're on the call to action button itself. As you can see right here in group.cm, get started. It's free, right? This is the call to action button right over here. So AIDA, right? Attention, interest, desire, action. Make sure that we absolutely have all of this. And believe it or not, these are all the elements and the only elements that you will need in your one-page site. Is that okay with you so far? If that's okay, type in okay inside the comments. Let's take a look at some examples, some additional examples. Now, if we go back to groove.cm/bonuses, you're going to see a few different pages of events that we have, right? So for example, we have the Groove coaching. If you go to groove.cm/coaching, which is where this will take you at groove.cm/bonuses right over here, right? You'll see a page that looks like this, right? It's got the headline, it's got the subheadline. It doesn't follow exactly the simplicity of what we just showed you, but at the same time, it follows all of the main steps, right? We got the headline, we got the subheadline, we got the additional information here and there. This is something that you can kind of model after, but as you can see, this is by no means any kind of long site, right? It just gives you basic information on what it is that you need. Now, if you want to take a look at another example, if we go to groove.cm/consultation for the consultation page, right? You'll see that this looks very similar, but at the bottom, we actually don't have all that, the testimonials and all the information anymore. So this is more along the lines, right, of the one-page site formula that we just shared with you moments ago. Now, if you also want to learn more about how to work directly with Mike Filsaime, right, and really get the information from him and learn from him, as well as Donna Fox and David Lemon, if you go back to groove.cm/bonuses, you will see that for a limited time only, there's also an opportunity for you to join what we call the Groove Mastermind. If you want to learn more about that, you can see over here, you can apply for the opportunity, or you can watch some of the replays of Mike Filsaime's training where he talks about, what you need for the mastermind and things like that. But just to show you what that page looks like, it looks like this, okay? So again, simple one-page site formula. We got a little graphic over here. This is a super headline, which happens above the headline itself. It's optional. Limited time replay is now available, but right over here, right, this is where the headline comes in. Introducing the Collective Mastermind, the subheadline, the only business growth mastermind that comes with a marketing team that works for you. Wow, how great is that? Not only do I get to learn in the mastermind, but as well, I have a marketing team, an agency team, service providers who do everything for me. I mean, if you are the right market for this, this would absolutely attract you to the offer, right? So you scroll down, you see a little bit more about how to activate your dream. Here's the video presentation. This is the video and our image that we showed you earlier, right? And right down here, you see apply today. Okay, so a button that goes somewhere else. right? You click on this, it takes you back to the home page of the Mastermind website where there is the call to action, right? So in a very similar way as what you would be doing, if you were an affiliate, right? What you would need is an affiliate program. Once you are part of the affiliate program, you will get an affiliate link. So for example, let's say that you want to promote groove.cm. Did you know that the moment that you sign up at groove.cm for your free account, for your free lifetime version of groove.cm software, you're automatically and instantly approved to be an affiliate. So in other words, you have an affiliate marketing business. Is that crazy? If you think that's crazy, type in crazy inside the comments, because before Groove came around, it would have been a huge, long process for you to get started, right? To get your account approved, to get your affiliate products in order. But now all you got to do is sign up at groove.cm and you're instantly an affiliate. So right after that, you need your affiliate link, right? You get your affiliate link, and once you are right over here, okay, this is where you will enter in your affiliate link. Now, just out of curiosity, how many of you are getting value from the content of this training here so far? If you're getting value, type in value inside the comments. Type in value inside the comments. But here's the thing, right? Because value is one thing. Education is one thing. Theory is one thing. But it's a whole other thing for action taking, isn't it? It's a whole other thing for you to actually execute, for you to apply and implement. And that's why today we're not just, hey, here is a quick Groove training or a Groove lesson or a Groove course or a mini course. It's actually, what is it? A Groove challenge. So our challenge to you today, if you haven't already, or even if you already have a website, is to publish and launch your very own one-page site. And let's just keep it simple, shall we? Let's make it consistent so that all of us can do it, because yes, you might have your own affiliate products. You might have your own information, digital products, courses. You might have your own services. You might have your own brands and other things that you might want to promote your own companies or whatever else. But let's pick something that all of us can do, that all of us can follow along. Is that okay with you? If that's okay with you, type in the number 1 inside of the comments. Type in the number 1 inside of the comments. So what I propose is, since we're all Groovesters here, since we all signed up, correct me if I'm wrong, and if you haven't already, make sure that you go right now to groove.cm, get your free account. Since we're all Groove affiliates, because as a free groove.cm member, you are already a Groove affiliate, let's all create a one-page site together for affiliate marketing to promote your own Groove affiliate link. Is that okay? If that's okay with you, type in okay inside of the comments. So our Groove challenge, let's create your first simple one-page site for affiliate marketing together. Can we do this together? If we can, type in together inside of the comments. Type in together inside the comments. And speaking of together, one of the things that you will know very, very quickly, if you're brand new to the Groove community, is that we do all things together. We are a team. We are a community. We actually have a lot of leaders, mentors, coaches that we work with on a very regular basis who are amazing in their own right. So we do have a special guest for you today. Is it okay if we share with you and introduce to you a very special guest? Now, it's not just any guest. Some of you may know, some of you may not. Groove is a global community. We expand to many parts of the world, and I am very lucky. I am very privileged. I'm very honored to be considered Mike and Donna's partner on the Groove expansion side of things over on Asia. Okay. And with everything that we do here. But the thing about Groove Asia is we're not just Asia based. In fact, we're also a global community. And as long as you have the commitment and the interest to build a global community with maybe an emphasis or targeting or a focus on different parts of the world, working with different people who speak other different languages and contributing towards the growth then a lot of our communities will also be relevant to you. In fact, there are going to be some additional bonuses that I do want to share with you later on, which will invite you to be a bigger part of everything that we're doing. But on parts of the group expansion project over on the Asia side, we are a separate company. We are a separate entity. We have our own separate teams. Did you know that we also have our own CTO, Chief Technology Officer, who not only knows all the back-end stuff in regards to programming, in regards to coding, in regards to creating all these things from lines of codes that you will never be able to figure out. I wouldn't either. But also someone who's very, very, very good when it comes to using the Groove platform. When it comes to using the copy and paste, drag and drop, click and click here type of way to build your website. Do you want to learn from our CTO, our Chief Technology Officer, on a simple, easy way to build your own one-page site that you will be able to follow along, execute, implement, apply, and before this session is over, have your own published one-page site live? Is this something that would interest you? If it is, type in yes inside the comments, because I want to introduce to you somebody who has been a part of the Groove community for a very long time, almost as long as I have, almost as long as most people, because all the way back in 2020, when Groove was just an infant, tiny little baby, this guy was already a big part of everything that we do. And because of our partnership, our communications, our dedication to Groove, he has been a big part of our Groove expansion project ever since the beginning. And so this gentleman, he not only is the CTO of the company that we have over at the Groove expansion territories, but in addition, I'm very proud to call him my friend, my partner, and there's going to be a lot of cool things that you will be able to learn alongside with him as well. So are you ready to learn from our CTO? If you are, type in CTO inside the comments. Rosalina is saying action. Narciso is saying yes. Jim is saying yes. We have a Facebook user who's saying Lemon. No, it's not David Lemon. Actually, it is somebody else that I personally work really closely with. David Lemon is the product experience manager over at Groove.cm. I'm talking about our Groove expansion project. Our CTO, the guy who's going to be doing a lot of the work on the technology side for us. He's going to be showing you exactly how he does it. He's going to show you how he builds out our pages, how he creates all these amazing multi-million-dollar funnels and everything else. Are you ready to learn from him? If you are, type in yes inside the comments. And without any further ado, I want you to help me to welcome to the Groove one-page site challenge, my friend, my partner, CTO, and your mentor, Mr. Nicholas McIntosh, all the way in Australia. Good day, mate. Good to see you.
Yeah, mate. It's good to see you as always. What another exciting day. I'm looking forward to helping out all of the new users, especially to get an understanding of what it really takes to build a good one-page website. I know we have a lot of people in the community that have built some amazing sites, but what really I don't understand is they spend so much time building these mass sites and never taking any action on anything, right? Just get up a simple one-page website, start building some rapport with people, because as you mentioned, Simon, it's the like, know, and trust, right? If they don't know you, how can they like you? And if they don't like you, they're not going to trust you. So you've got to have a system in place that's simple, that's easy to activate and get people started to build that relationship with them. And that's what a one-page website will do. The funny thing about this is that once we go through this process today and we show you how to build a one-page website, I'm also going to show you when we build this, by the way, where these pages sit, right? Because once you understand how to build one page, you can go back to the same website and do what? Add one more page. And then go back to the same website, right? And add one more page. And that's how you build out these big, massive systems. Don't try and build out 25 million pages before you publish. One page at a time. Just one page. Yeah, one page.
And that's why, as you mentioned, so many people, they don't take action. They don't do anything with it. And it's not because they don't want to. I mean, everyone in this community, right? You want to get something up and running. That's why you're here. You want to start your own business. The problem is that most of us just don't know how to get started. They don't know how to make that first step. They get confused with all the long sales letters and the videos and everything else that they see others model that even we showed you, right, as examples. But the thing is, it doesn't take a lot for you to get started. It can be as simple as having just that top part of the one-page site. It's not even a one-page site. It's just a one-view site, because what you see is what you get, right? You don't have to scroll down. You don't have to, add additional content at the bottom. You don't have to utilize everything that's created within the templates that's already been done for you. They're just there in case you need them. But if not, Nicholas is going to show you exactly how you can just get rid of them, how you can just make it nice and tiny, nice and tidy, and keep it simple in the exact same model that we just showed you. So, Mr. Nicholas, are you ready to show us your magic?
I am, Simon. Right. I've got some good information for you today.
Awesome.
So
I'm very excited to learn alongside with all of you as well. So, Mr. Nicholas, take it away.
All right. So I've got my screen here. I'm just going to get this onto the screen. There it is. All right, so we're in Groove, right? And simply, if you haven't been into the platform before, when you first log in, this is what you're going to see. This is your Groove dashboard, right? So when you come in here, there's a couple of things you'll notice. First of all, the main apps are sitting across the top of the page up here, right? So the second thing is you've got a menu under the pink G here that will give you access to these apps as well, right? So it doesn't really matter which way you want to get into the apps. It's just that you get a longer list on the left-hand side here. But today we're going to focus on Groove Pages, right? We're going to build a simple one-page website. So to do that, what we want to do is click on Groove Pages right here. We'll go into Groove Pages, and when we do this, it may take a minute or so with the live stream, right? And you can see in here, we're in our expansion group account here, and we've got heaps of pages in here, and a lot of them are just one pages, right? A lot of them are one page. So how do you create one? Well, the first thing you've got to do is in the top right-hand corner, you'll see there's a button up here called New Site. You want to click on that. And then what you'll notice is it gives you a list of options on the left-hand side. Now, in a lot of cases, depending on what you did when you first came into your account, you may find that this option here for complete sites is ticked. Now, we don't want a complete site. You'll see here in the complete sites, it'll tell you how many pages are in them. So complete site in this case is only one, but this one's got 3. This one's got 5. This one's got 7. Do you really want to spend all that time developing out a full-blown website? No, you want one page. So what you want to do is come up to Single Pages, click on Single Pages, and it will then show you just the single page options. Now, there are plenty of options in here, but one of the ones that I like to use, and I use it quite often, because you can customize it in so many different ways, is this one down here. It's called the ebook landing page. Now, the one thing I want you to understand about these templates before we get started on this is do not, whatever you do not think that just because this is named, in this case, ebook landing page, that it's to be only used for ebooks. It could be used for anything. What we're looking at here is the layout, the design, right? So, as I said, when you're looking at all of these, a digital marketing agency, photography, website, don't prejudge the template by its name. You can hover over a template and have a look at it if you want, or simply just click on it to add it. So I'm just going to click on this one, and you'll see what it happens, and it gives you a bigger preview, right, of what's on this template. And guess what? Just with what Simon was talking about, this template, as you can see, has a headline, a subheadline, a call to action button, and some images right at the top of the page, right? It's all as what we call above the fold. Now, if you haven't heard that term before, you may wonder what that means. Well, above the fold simply means this. When I open a website or I'm viewing a website, it's what is shown to the user before the user has to scroll down the screen, right? So the more information, the more impactful information you can have at the top of the screen before a user has to scroll, the more reaction you're going to get. And isn't that what you want? You want them to take action, right? So, okay, what we're going to do from here, top right-hand corner, import full template. Now, I'm going to pad this out as I go because what I would like you to do, if you have two monitors, right, with your computer, I would like you to follow along with us on this. So you've got your Groove account on one monitor and you're watching what I'm doing on the other. Now, I'm going to go as slow as I can. But for some of you who know me, I can go pretty quick at times, right? So if that happens, just say slow down in the comments, right? And I'll see if I can pad it out a bit more for you to catch up. So import full template. Now, when we do that, the first box that comes up here is new site name. So as we were talking about before, and Simon had mentioned, right, if you've got a brand name or you've got a domain name, and we'll talk about domain names in a minute, that's where we publish our website, you may want to put that into this box. And you're going to ask why. And the reason is quite simple. Over a period of time, when you're developing multiple one-page websites, you may have them on different domain names. It's going to be easier to find it again and get back to it to make changes if you've named it correctly in the first place, right? So in this case, I'm going to put free Groove ebook, right? So I know what this site is about. What am I doing with this site, right? It's for a free Groove ebook. And then I'm going to just click start building. And the process is simple. Groove will go through and pull that template into what we call the editor, right? So to begin with, you need to understand something about these templates. When you import a template, you are given a copy of the original template into your account. So if you delete anything from this template, don't panic. You're not deleting anything from the original template. We have it stored in such a way that all users can access it and they will always get the template in full. Now, you can see this template has a lot of other areas in it that you can fill out. And as we mentioned before, you don't need all of this to begin with, right? What you need is just this simple little section at the top of the page. Just this. This is all we need, right? This is all we need. So what do we do about the rest of the content that's on this page? Because normally people are thinking to themselves, oh man, I've got to find all of this content and fill all this out before I can publish it. No, you don't need to worry about that. You have two options here, right? Two options when it comes to editing a template and removing what we call these blocks, right, before you publish it. Now, when you click on a block, by the way, you'll see there's this nice red border around a block. And if you have a look at the very bottom of the screen, it will tell you you're in a block, okay? The other thing is inside the blocks are the elements that make up that block. So in this case, we have a topics covered in this ebook. This is a text element. And if I click on it, at the bottom of the screen, it will tell me text. So it will tell me what that element is, right? But as we said, I don't want to worry about this. I want to remove these blocks. So again, two ways to do it. How many? Two, right? It's really, really simple. The first one is I do not want this block. I never want this block on any of the pages I'm building. what do I do? Well, you can simply just hit the delete button here, this little dustbin that pops up when you select the block. So I'm going to click on dustbin. It'll ask me, confirm, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? Right? So we ask you, yes, I do. So I'm going to confirm that, and you can see that block is gone. Now, right at this point, before you go any further, if you delete a block or an element in a block and you decide, I'm not sure, maybe I should keep that, you can go up to the top here and just click this little arrow button and bring it back, right? And it will bring it back just like that. Simple and easy. So that's the first way. You can delete a block. The second thing is this, though. If you remember what Simon was showing you, where we had these pages where we got more and more and more and more information as we build the page out, we build these out over a period of hours, days, weeks, right? Depending on the content, because you have to find the content, the images, the text, all of the information you need. You may want to add that in later. So instead of deleting the block, is there another way to keep the block on the page so you can edit it later, but when you publish the page, it doesn't show when someone's viewing that page and it's live? So this is the second way to do this. And the answer is yes, there is a way to do that. So over on the right-hand side here, you'll see that this option called layout in this menu that pops out. Now, again, if this menu hasn't popped out, it may be because you've got this little arrow up here, very, very top. If I click on that, you'll see it minimizes so I can see the page better when I'm building it. That's handy to know. But in this, you'll see there's this option called layout. And in the layout, if I go down to where it says display type under layout, there's an option here that says page default. It's the default display of that block, how it displays. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm just going to go down through this list and go none. It's at the very bottom, or almost at the very bottom of this. And when I click none, you'll see what it does is it puts these little red crosses over this block. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that block, when I publish my page, will not be shown. But it also means at a later date, should I wish to update this page with more information, then I can just go back to the layout and go into parent default and bring it back, right? So you've got two ways to do this. You can delete a block, or you can just set it to layout none, which is generally what I do nowadays, because that way, if I go through all of these and I just set them to layout none, as you can see, right? But make sure it's the entire block, not just an element. I can set it to none, layout, default, none, right? So if you don't want to delete these blocks and you want to keep them because there's something you think you may want to put in them later, just set them to none, right? Or as I said, you can just delete them, right? So I'm just going to come down here. Let's have a look. I'll just delete this one just to speed this process up. I'm going to delete all these blocks that I don't want. Let's go to block, delete, right? So if you're following along, this is what you should be doing, right? Just go to the block and delete it. And again, when you click on the left-hand side, if it doesn't select the entire block, make sure that it says block at the bottom. If it doesn't, and you can see there's a whole heap of other elements in here, just click on the word block at the very bottom. Then you can delete it safely. You'll know that you've got the entire block. So as an example, if I clicked on this element here, again, right at the very bottom, it shows me I'm in a text element. I don't want to delete just this text element. I want to delete the block. I'm going to click on block. Then I'm going to delete it, right? So let's just get rid of a few more here. Is everybody so far following along with this? If you're following along with this in the training, just put follow. Let us know that you've been able to follow along so far, right? We'll just get rid of a few more blocks here while I wait for those comments to come through. Now, the one thing that I generally don't delete off any of these templates is what we call the footer, right? And there's a reason for that. The reason you want your footer there, even on a simple one-page website, is you want to put some information about your name or your company at the bottom. And in some templates, again, this is why I like this ebook template, is that it has a lot of the social media options in here already, right? So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. I might not want Vimeo here. So I can just click on that and just delete that one little icon, confirm, boom. Now I have my social media sites, right? Now I'm not going to dig into how to link those, but it's very, very easy to do. I'm sure when you click on those later on, after we finish today's session, you'll work out how to do it. So there we go. I have my template ready, right? Ready to start customizing. So what do we do next? Well, the first thing we want to do, and we mentioned this earlier, is we want to brand this page, right? Now, it could be your name up here. It could be the name of your business. It could be the company name. Put something up there to let people know who you are, right? It helps to build that like, know, and trust, right? It's a little way. It's just a little way of letting people know. So you could just put your name up here, right? Now, you might have seen this on some things, right? When I click up in here and I just click in here, I can just click in here and start typing. So here's a good one, right? From the desk of, right? I've seen this. You might have seen this before, where you just type in here from the desk of and you put your name, right? Now, the little image that's here, you can just click on this image and in here, you'll see there's a little gear wheel, right? A little gear wheel. If you click on the gear wheel, it will then show you a bunch of different symbols that you can choose. So this is not an image, right? This is not an image. It's a symbol or it's an icon. Call it another way as an icon, right? So how do you change that out? Well, again, the easiest way to do this is click on the letter A in this choose your own icon button, right? And you give it a minute and it will pop up a whole selection of icons that you can use. So just find one that relates to what it is that you're doing, right? Let me just use, there's a university. That looks good. We're doing some training today. Let's choose that one. And then I'm just going to click update. But if I wanted to, I could make this link go to another page in my website later on, right? Down here, when I scroll down to another page, another block, another URL. Now, I'm not going to dig into all of this, but I wanted to show you it's there and why. Because you're going to want to build out multiple pages over a period of time. And as you do that, you may want to link some of these pages together. And that is going to be the easiest and quickest way for you to do it. So for the moment, I'm just going to say none and update it. And just like that, that icon has changed. So the next thing you're going to ask me is, well, Nicholas, can I change the color of that icon? And the answer is yes. And it's very, very simple to do. So when we're looking at icons or we're looking at text, when we click on them, you'll notice there's a couple of things. First here, there's a text indicator here that shows me the same color as that's in that icon. So I could click on here and change this text color. Click here and choose a text color, right? The other way I can do it is come over to the right-hand side here where it says text and change it over here, right? Text. And I can do the same thing. You'll see I get the same color. Now, for those of you who are a bit fanatic and you have a specific color in mind, again, I'm not going to get into details about it, but you'll see down the bottom here, there's this option for what we call a hash code, right? So if you know what that is and you have a particular hash color, you can place it in here. But today, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go and choose, let's choose one of these pinky colors in here somewhere. That'll do like that. right? And once I've done it, immediately you'll see that icon will change. Immediately, right? And that's all you need to know about changing the color of an icon. Now, when it comes to text, one of the things you want to be aware of here is that when you put text into a page, right, even a one page, and again, this is not something we're going to get into a lot today, but I just wanted to point out this up the top here. This is what we call the device types, right? So up the very top here, you'll see at the moment, I'm on the major device type here, and it's telling me that any changes I make to this page will affect all device types. Now, why is that important? Well, for those of you who spend a lot of time on mobile phones, you must realize that you are not the only one. There are millions of people every day on mobile phones. So you're going to want to make this simple one-page website accessible to a mobile device, right? So what you can do is you can go through and have a look just by clicking on these buttons of what this is going to look like on a different device type. Now you can see here with my text that my text looks way too big on a mobile, right? What I would want to do is make sure I turn this off, select the text that I want, and on the text option on the right, you can see I can change the size. So I'm just going to bring this down on a mobile so it's on one line, right? Turn this back on and then go back to my desktop. And you'll see it hasn't changed on my desktop. It's only changed on the mobile. What I would recommend you do is this, though. Before you even think about any of that other stuff, right? It's a little bit more advanced, but before you think about that, you need to finish building off your page first. Finish building off the one page in the main device type, right? The desktop up here, the very first icon. Then you can worry about making it look pretty on every other device, but it is highly, highly recommended, right? Okay, so let's keep moving. This here, as you can see, is our headline, our main headline, right? So what do? Well, again, we just click in here and we can either highlight and delete the text with a delete, right? Like that. I just hit delete on my keyboard. I'll bring it back with my arrow up the top. I can click into it and use the backspace key on my keyboard. And again, if I want to bring it back, I can just click on the arrow, right, at any time. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to look at today promoting an ebook, right? But an ebook that you control, that can have your affiliate link on it. So if you go to the groove.cm website, you'll see it's here, right? Some of you may have seen this book being promoted. It's the Inflation Busters ebook. When you go to groove.cm and then you wait for the page to load and you move your arrow to the top of the page, without leaving the page, you will get this, what they call pop-up. And here you can download this book. And it's simple as click here to download. It will take you to a page where you need to go through some details to download it, right? Send me my free ebook. So again, look at this simple one-page website, right? Look how much content is on here. There's nothing. There's a header, a subheader, an image, a call to action button, a little bit more information under here, right? And what's at the bottom? A footer. That's exactly what we're going to do, except we're not going to build this section here. This free ebook will unlock, right? So just download. Yes, send me the ebook. Go and grab that ebook. You don't need to do it right now, but I just wanted to show you where it is, because when we're building out our one-page funnel today, what we're going to do is replace the image that's over here, this ebook landing page, this yellow one, with an image of the Inflation Buster ebook. Right? And it's very easy to do. So if I'm looking at this, I could duplicate this, and I'm going to do that for the sake of it today, just to make it easier to grab some content, right? for this page. Now, you would obviously want to write your own headline, right? Write your own headline to distinguish your product or your delivery of this product a little bit differently, right? So I've got all this text in here, but look, it's way too big, right? It's now below the fold. I have to scroll down to read it all. So what am I going to do? Well, first of all, when I click in here on the right-hand side, go to text, right? You'll see this is 72 points at the moment. I'm just going to use this little scroll bar here to bring the size of this text back in line a bit so it's above the fold so I can see my button again. Secondly, if you don't want to use the slider or for any reason you don't see a number over on this little right-hand side next to the slider, you can just type a number in, right? Just type a number in. So if you want to get perfect, you want everything perfect, if you're one of those pedantic people, everything's got to be the same, you can do it, right? You have control of it. So here we go. We've got this. Let me just go back here. You'll see that they've got a subheadline, right? Right here. So for this case, I'm just going to copy this, make it easy. Just going to go back in here into this subheadline down here and just paste it in, right? Paste it in, copy and paste. By the way, who likes copy and paste? Just put copy and paste in the chat if you like copy and paste, right? Because it's really, really easy. Copy and paste. And once you've got this information in here, well, then it makes it easier for you to make some changes, right? Discover 10 life-changing online business ideas to beat inflation, right? You might want to change it to something else to beat whatever, right? Or to become better at, or to start your own online business, or to become a digital entrepreneur, right? You could change all this around. What's really important here, though, as we said, is to make sure that all of this information is above the fold, right? You must make sure that all of the content that is necessary is above the fold, right? So we've got this here. Now, you'll also notice on this Inflation Busters site that they've got a couple of things, right? Like this word free is highlighted. You can see it's highlighted, and there's some copy that's in bold or a different color. So how do you do that? Well, it's quite easy with Groove. In fact, it's so easy, I'm surprised more people are not doing this, because again, you need that functionality that causes people to stop and read what you're doing, right? What you're doing. So changing online business ideas, right? If I just highlight that text, you'll see what happens now. I get another little pop-up, and this is very interesting. A lot of people don't realize this, right? A good website, even a one-page website. Now, I'm not going to get into the technicalities of this, but you need to make sure that you have what we call H1, H2, H3 text on a page to help the search engines, right, to let people know what it's about. This is part of the long-term SEO strategy. Again, we highly recommend that if you want to learn about that, that you go to those pages Simon mentioned before and sign up for that, right? Because this is going to have an impact. So I'm going to do this. The first thing I'm going to do is highlight all of this text, and you can see it brings up this box and it says heading 2. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to change it to heading 1. Now, the interesting thing about this is that people think if I select heading 1, it's going to change the size of the text. It's not. Watch, when I click on heading 1, it doesn't change the size of the text. Remember what we said before. The size of the text is controlled by the text element over here on the right, okay? This is where our heading text is, right? Again, so now I've got this set at heading 1. I want to go down here and select this text down here, right? I need to highlight it to get that pop-up. See, this says normal. I want to make this a heading 2, right? So you're not only building this page for people to take action on. You want to build it in such a way that you can get free traffic to it. Again, who likes the idea of free traffic? If you like that idea, type free traffic in the chat, right? Because this is some of the things you're going to need to do to maximize this one-page website. Okay, second thing, we just go back to the Embusters. Like we said, they've got some stuff that's underlined and colored. How do you do that? Really, really simple. Let's just highlight the text. And once we highlight this text, we get that pop-up box again. But instead of going to heading 1, there's a couple of options here. Bold, italic, underline. There's the color of the text is the first letter A. The background, this has got a letter A with a square around it, which means the background color, the color behind the text. So I'm going to click on the background and I can select my color here, right, and tick the box. I must tick this box. If I do not click this tick, it won't take effect. So tick and then click away and look at that. Boom, right? Just that quick. Now, here's a couple of little pointers. When you're building these out, right, and you put an image in here, my suggestion is to do what Groove has done. Mike is a master of this, right? This is why you can see these pages do so well. Simply put, the color of the text and the button in this page is reflected in the book title. You see what they're doing, right? They're color matching things together. It really helps to draw the eye across the text to what the book is about and then down the page to the button. There's a psychology behind this, right? There's a lot of psychology behind how these things are laid out. And I want to give you as much of this as I can today. So here we go. We've got this. We've got our text. We've bolded something, right? Let's put some down here. Let's do the same down here. Free ebook, right? I'm going to click in the box first, then highlight the text. I'll do this once more. Go down and click this second A with the square around it. Choose the color I want and click the tick and click away, just like that. All right. So I want you to visualize here that you have the image, right? This image, this Inflation Buster ebook. Now, I'm just going to do a quick and simple way of grabbing this image. I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to go open image in a new tab, right? Then I'm going to click on it to make it larger. Look how big that image is. It's huge, right? Another little trick. Make good quality images, right? Then I'm going to right click again and then save image as, and I'm just going to save this to my downloads, right? So I can find it quick and easy, right? So I have that book, that cover. There we go. If I go back to my template now, I can click on the image that's already in here, right? So the ebook image. And again, to change out an image, it's really, really quick and easy. There are a couple of little technical things that we can talk about at a later date, but to make it simply quick and easy, click on config, right? And then click on choose, and this will open up what we call your image library. From here, you need to click on upload image. So this first box, go to wherever you downloaded that ebook, which I've got right here, select the cover of this ebook and click open. And that will upload this image into my library. And from here, I'm simply going to go up to the top right-hand corner and click select. And that will put that ebook in here, but I'm not done. One of the things you do want to do is also, put in what the name of the ebook is, right? So free ebook, Inflation Busters ebook. Give it something, right? So I'm just going to put free ebook for the simplicity of this to keep us moving along. And do I want to link this image to anything? Well, no, I don't, right? Why? Well, because I don't want somebody clicking on the ebook and going off to Netherland. What I want them to do is focus on our CTA, or our call to action, which is the button we've got down the bottom left here, right, on our page. So once I put this in, I'm just going to click update. Excuse me. Now you can see it's put this book in, and it's massive, right? It's way too big for this page. So a couple of things I can do. I can click on the image now, and on the right-hand side again, you'll see there's an option over here called size, right? And I can change the size of it. By default, it's going to have one slider at the bottom that says percentage, right? So in this option here, percentage. And all I'm going to do is drag this slider back so I can get this to sit on the page the way I want it, right? The way I want it. So here we go. Let's just get it above the fold. Boom. Right? Now, if you're interested in trying to center it, there's a whole heap of other things you can do, right? There's the option sometimes to text and center. Sometimes that will center the image. There's the layout designs, right? There's a couple of other options in here like spacing. I could put a bit of space in here and move it over like this. There we go. Nice and simple, right? Keep it simple. Don't complicate it. Make it easy on yourself. All right. So is everybody still following along? Do I need to slow down, or do you currently at least have this page open? You've been to Groove and been able to look at where the ebook is. And even if you haven't downloaded the ebook yet, you've been able to access the cover. All right. Just let me know. Got it all? Brilliant. That's what I like to see. All right, so we've got this. The next thing I want to do, though, is I want to be able to direct people to the Inflation Busters page, right? But I want to do it with my affiliate link from Groove. Now, why is that? Well, simply put, when people come to this page through your link, right, to get the ebook, you would have done what we call a cookie. You would have cookied them with your affiliate link. So if they take action on anything that's in the book, if they decide later on, what's all this Groove stuff about, and they go looking for the website, your cookie is sitting in their web browser. And if they sign up, even for a free account, they become your affiliate. Which means when they upgrade later, guess who's going to earn the commission? It's not me. It's not Simon. It's not even Mike. It'll be you. You earn the commission. So how do we do this? How do we put in our affiliate link to this button? And we'll look at changing the color and all that in a minute. So this is really important, right? So take note of this. If you've got a pen and paper, take note of this. You'll notice that I'm in Groove Pages, as I mentioned before. And if I go up to the Groove Pages link now, remember when we first started, it was a pink G. Now it's the Groove Pages logo, because it's telling me visually which application am I inside of, right? So I'm in Groove Pages, but I know now I need my affiliate link. So how do I get that? Where do I get that? And for some of you, you're probably scratching your head going, what's an affiliate link? Let me show you, right? So highlight over this, come down to where it says Groove Affiliate, but don't click on it. Not yet. Right? For those of you who are very speedy, don't click on it yet. What I want you to do is this, is right click and open this in a new tab. That way I can grab the information I need out of my Groove affiliate account and simply go back to my Groove Pages where I'm building my simple one-page website without having to log in and log out of all the different apps. Right? So if I right click and open this in a new tab, it will open at the top of the screen. Depending on how you've set up your web browser though, it might automatically take you to that application, or you might need to click on, like I do, the actual tab, right? So now you can see I've got Groove Affiliate open by the logo, right? So when I hover over this logo again, I can see, oh, that's Groove Affiliate by the logo, right? And if I go back to this other tab, I'm on Groove Pages. So I can visually see very quickly where I am and how I can switch between the two applications. So in Groove Affiliate, where is your affiliate link? Well, it's over here. So under this little icon over here, it says promos. It's like a bullhorn loudspeaker. Why did we use a loudspeaker? Well, simply put, we're screaming out to you, hey, over here is where you can make some money by using these promo tools. Grab your affiliate link. So we go into promos, right? And when we go into promos, what you'll see is an option here that says promotions and links. So promotions and links, I'm going to click on promotions and links. And then what's going to happen is it's going to show you a list of products or services that have affiliate programs attached to it. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail here, but there is an option over here called Marketplace, which is the Groove Marketplace. These are all your family and friends in the Groove community who have products. They're selling them in the marketplace. And a lot of these people have affiliate programs in here too. So when you add something from the marketplace, it's going to show up in this list. But what we want to focus on is Groove, right? So I'm going to go down to groove.cm in this case. And then on the far right, I want to click on this little button that says affiliate links. Click on affiliate links and it will pop up a box, right? And in here, there's an option at the top that says promo tools. So you can get to the promo tools by clicking on promo tools here. Or if you want to do it another quick way, from this groove.cm, you'll see the second last icon here says dashboard. It's going to the same place, right? So I'll click on dashboard. It says promotional dashboard at the top. So promo tools, right? Now in here, you'll see that there's a bunch of information you can use to help you promote. In today's episode, what we really want to focus on for you is, as we said, just a link. We just need a link to send someone to. So I'm going to click on links. And in here, you'll see it gives me my affiliate link. All right, my affiliate link. So is everybody at least there? Can you get there and get to your affiliate link? If you can get to your affiliate link, just type a yes in the chat, just so that I know you can access your affiliate link, because this is really an important part of marketing the Groove platform, right? To get some people into your business, to help them get to know you and like you and trust you. And what better way to do that than to give them something for FREE, because who doesn't like free, right? So we've got this link. Now there's two ways to copy this link. How many? Two. The first way is to highlight the link, right click and go copy. That's the first way. That's the way a lot of people might be used to doing it. The second way to do it though is simply go over to this pink button on the far right and just click it. It says copy affiliate link. And when I click on it, it'll tell me down the bottom left, successfully copied to your clipboard. Now, for some of you who are new to this, you might be thinking, where is it? Where's it copied to? Where is that link? Well, it's gone into the computer's memory, into what they call a clipboard, right? You don't see it, but every time you copy something, what it does, your computer's clipboard takes note of the last link you copied, the last thing you copied. And that means that when I go back to my Groove page here, I now want to add that to the button. So remember this, the last thing you copied, right, will be what shows up when you go to set it into a button. So we copied that affiliate link. I'm going to click on the button. And again, just like every other element on this page, right? I want to click on the gear wheel because it's configure it. Configure this element. That's literally what it means. Configure it. Make changes to it. So I'm going to click on the gear wheel. And first thing it asks me is link to. Now, at the moment, it says none. Well, that's no good. I want to send people to my affiliate link. So I'm going to change it. In the drop-down menu, I'm going to go down to where it says URL. Why? Because I want to send them from my affiliate page to the Groove site, which is a different website. It's a URL. So I'm going to click on URL. And then here where it says URL, I'm going to right-click and paste in my affiliate link. For you more advanced users or people that know shortcuts, you might Control V on your keyboard. So Control V, Y, V, V for victory. I got it pasted. Fantastic. I'm excited about that. One little key point here is when I paste these in, you need to look for the arrow keys on your keyboard. And you can see my cursor is blinking at the end of this link I've just pasted in. What I generally do is just move my cursor backwards and forwards across this link a couple of times. Why? Because it helps to lock in that link to the Groove system. It just helps to lock it in so that the platform knows, oh, okay, you want me to store that link, right? So just a little tip. All right, next thing after that, what do I want to do? Do I just want them, when they click on the button, to go straight to the Groove website, or do I want them to open that website in a new tab? Now, I like this option. Why? Because it means that in the background, when they click on my button, not only is it taking them to the Groove website, but it's leaving my page open. It's leaving my page open. Again, this is something to do with SEO. The longer people are on a page, the longer they're looking at that page, the more traction it's going to get, right? Which is why I open it in a new tab. Again, it depends on what you want to do. In some cases, you may not want to open something in a new tab. You want to may send them to somewhere else to keep their focus over there, all right? Next thing, carry over URL parameters. This is a huge one. People miss this a lot, and they wonder why their affiliate link is not being tracked when it goes to the next page. The URL parameters are the piece of information that's on the end of your affiliate link. So tick this box so that when someone goes to that page, your affiliate link is being carted over to that page, right? So that you can get credit when somebody signs up. That's what you want, right? You want to get the credit for that affiliate sign up. So make sure you turn on carry over your URL parameters. The next thing, button. Well, I want to change the name of what's on my button. As you can see at the moment, it says get free, which is what's in the button on the page, right? So how about something like download this free ebook now. Now, it's only an example, and you can tell my spelling's atrocious. For any of you that know me, I'm not a good speller, and you don't need to be. Thank God for AI, right? We've got all these fantastic tools to help us. So let's just put that in there. Download this ebook now. Underneath this, though, there is something called a sub-label. And if we go back to the Groove page here, right, this Inflation Busters, you'll see here they've got a button, and then underneath it, there's like a subline here. Yes, send me this ebook now. I'm just going to take this, go back here, and I'm going to add in one subline, one. And then button sub label, I'm going to just paste that in there, right? And then I'm going to click update and close. And that will lock all of this information in to that button. How crazy is that? How much information can you wallop into a button? Well, obviously quite a lot, right? And you need all of that. to maximize the opportunity for when someone takes action on that button. So let's update and close. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Now you can see this button is a bit dark here, right? And not everything's centered. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click in here on the button. I'm going to go over to the text element and I want to just center this text, right? By clicking center, you can see hopefully now it's pulled this over, right? The second thing is, can I change the color of the button? Yes, you can. Okay. Yes, you can. I like that. Yes, you can, right? What we do is we go over to the color option here, top of the text, we go to color, right? And we just select a different color. So I'm going to select a different color. Here we go. Hover. Let me see if I can select it. Sometimes I'll need to refresh the page. There you go. I want to give that a different color for the text. I can change it right here, right? So I can change it on what we call hover, when someone hovers over it. So if I change this to yellow, right? And then I click away from the button, you'll see it's black. Text is black. But when I hover over it, the text goes yellow. Right? It's just these little subtle things that can make a difference to what happens when somebody goes to click on that button. It's a visual indicator that, hey, this is clickable, right? It's a visual indicator. So I've done that. Second thing I'm going to do is click on the button again. And here you'll see here there's an option right here above it says background color. So let me change the background color. So far, you'll see when I do this pop up, and if I drag this up the screen a bit, let's see if I can get this up the screen for us. All right. When we use this modal, it shows me the recent colors that I've used in this page. So what I can do now is I can stick to those colors, right? So I've got black, I've got yellow, and I've got the pink. So let me choose that, pink. Boom. There's my button, right? Close it. When I hover over it, text goes yellow. But now you're going to say, well, but the background color of the button looks terrible. Can I change it? Yes. Yes, you can. Right. So with the button selected, right, on the right-hand side, go over to background. You'll see it's set at pink because that's what we've just set here with the color background. But you'll also notice up the very top of this section, there's three other options. One's called hover, one's called active, and one's called focus. Now, I'm not going to go through the difference here, right? It should make sense, right? Hover, active, focus. I'm hovering over it. I'm activating it. I'm focused on it, right? So when I hover over this button, you'll see at the moment it's got this blacky color, gray color background. Ugh, it looks terrible. Let me make it so that when I hover over it, it goes green. But now it's like, oh, that yellow text doesn't look good. So let's go back, right? Go back to the text block and say, when I hover, I want the text black. So what I'm doing here is I'm selecting the hover option and I'm changing the text color and the background color of that button. Then I'm going to turn hover off and now I'm back to my normal button, right? So here we go. When I hover over it, pink background. Pink background. Beautiful. Pink and green. Stop and go, right? Go, go, go. Go and get the ebook. So that's it. We've got a simple one-page website. Everything else is blocked off so we can fill it in later. The only other thing you would need to do here, as I said, is put in some details at the bottom. Let's make it 2023, right? And again, you can put your name in here or your company organization. I'm just going to put free ebook as an example. Again, right? But your social media, just like the button, by the way, it's very simple to change these. Click on them, click on the gear wheel, right? Put in the whatever social media icon you want here in this section, and the link would be to, scroll down, a URL, your Facebook page, your Twitter page, your Instagram page. Really, really simple, okay? Let's get out of there. But let's imagine now, visually, I want you to visualize that we've done all these steps, right? We're going to save it with the save button. So click on save, right? Now, my other recommendation is while you're going through this process, right, save it along the way, right? Anytime you make an edit, save it, change a button, save it, right? It'll just help you to lock that information into the system. Okay, but we've got it done. So what do I want to do now? Well, I want to publish it, right? I want to let people know it's in the world. Come and get my free ebook, right? So I'm going to go up to publish. Now, there's two ways to publish. If you have a free account, you will have to go and buy a domain name and connect it to the Groove system before you can publish your website. Now, we're not going to cover that today, right? But just so you know that if you have a free account, you have to buy a domain name. Now, even if you've got an upgraded account, I would recommend you do that, because what you want to ultimately do is send someone to a, mydomainname.com website address. It just makes more sense, right? It's about branding. It's about branding the process. But for those of you who do have an upgraded account, if you just want to test this out, this is what you can do. You go over to hosting options, right? Click on hosting options, and in here, you'll see that there's two options: Groove Pages subdomain or a custom domain. So a custom domain is your own domain name. And then when you click on that, it will give you a selection of domain names if you have more than one. In our case, we're just going to do the Groove Pages subdomain. And the thing it's going to ask me here is, what folder do I want to put this into? What folder, right? Because we want to save all of these, what we call assets for this page, in a folder so that we have a specific URL for this page. So I'm just going to call this I'll call it Groove ebook, right? Groove ebook. Now, something interesting about this is that you must make sure that whatever this name is you're putting in here, no spaces, no dashes, no dots. You can put numbers, but it all needs to be in lowercase, right? No fancy symbols, no ats, no question marks, no colons, no backstops, none of that. Just a straight name. And then what you can do is go down to here where it says publish, right? And I'm just going to click on this first button that says publish, and we're just going to wait for it to publish. Now, it shouldn't take long to publish. You'll see we get a pop-up that tells us it's published. And then from here, I can go to the icon in the middle to view what this page looks like on the internet, right? To the world. The last link is the link that I can use to copy my URL. Why would I want to do that? Well, I might want to send it out in an email. I might want to put it on social media, right? So generally what I do is I will check it here by clicking this, right? And it will open in a new tab, right? Open in a new tab, and you'll see ebook landing page, boom. How simple is that? Simple, one-page website. It doesn't have to be fancy, right? That's fancy enough. And what happens when they click on the button? Well, once again, we get a nice color change now, right? Then when I click on this button, where does it go? It will redirect through my affiliate link. It will make sure that my affiliate details are on the end of that, and I can see that in the URL. And it will take them through to Groove in this case, right? That's where it's taking them to, because that was the affiliate link that I used, the Groove link. Now, inside your account, you might find there are multiple different types of affiliate links. It might go to the Buster's book. It could go to groove.cm. It could go to anywhere, right? So that's what you need to do. If when you're going to publish, by the way, right? So you must select Groove subdomain. Again, subdomains are only available for upgraded accounts. If you have a free account, you will have to buy a domain name first, and you will have to connect that to the Groove system before you can publish any content in the Groove system. And I do mean any content, right? Whether it's a blog or anything else, right? E-commerce store, any system, If you're on a free account, you'll have to buy a domain name. Paid accounts, you can select Groove Pages subdomain, put in a name, and then hit publish. Now, one last point about this is that if somebody else has already used the subdomain name, you may not be able to get that. So think fast, think quick, take action. Those of you who take action now are going to end up with great subdomains, right? Little tip. So take action on it. And there you go. You have now a landing page. Simple, short and sweet. Publish as many as you like, right? Publish as many as you like. Now, where is this page? How do I get back to this page if I want to edit it later? Like we said, if I want to turn these back on and finish something. Well, again, we're in Groove Pages, right? So we'd go back into Groove Pages. And in here, under Assets, is where our page is, right? So the beauty about this is I can add more pages later. I can add another page and another page and keep building this website out, right? I could change this later. You'll see this one says index. If I added a new page, I could make the new page an index page, right? And keep changing things around. So every time someone comes back to my domain, it's a new giveaway, a new book. Guess what that does? It means you don't have to keep promoting multiple links. You can promote one link. And if it changes and you've got a link that's been out on the internet for 6 months and you were promoting the ebook back then, but you're promoting something different now, when they click on that link, it will take them to the latest promotion you're running. Okay? This is how you build out simple one-page websites and build massive income with affiliate marketing. And why wouldn't you want to do that with Groove? Because you guys are all here because you know that Groove has the best software, fully integrated system on the planet. It's undeniable. Groove Pages, Groove Funnels, Groove Sell, Groove Affiliate, Groove Mail, and more. So stick around with us. Come back to some of the other training that we've got. I really hope that was helpful for you. And in the meantime, I'm going to pass it back to Simon. Hey, Simon. You're on. Here we go.
Let's give Mr. Nicholas a huge, giant round of virtual applause. If you found that helpful, let him know inside of the comments. Say thanks, Mr. Nicholas, because of course, he, as you can see, definitely knows the stuff. He is a smart dude, all technical and all the different kinds of, theory, marketing combined. This guy is definitely the man to go to. So just out of curiosity, Mr. Nicholas, if people want to learn more from you, if they want to connect with you, if they want to reach out, what is the best way to do so?
Just jump onto my simple one-page website, right? There's a lot of information on it. You can connect with me on all of those places. Simply go to Groove Pages, right? Groove Pages. Why? Because I love Groove Pages. GroovePagesTraining.com. And you'll be able to connect with me there anytime you like.
Sounds good. All right. So let's give Mr. Nicholas a huge round of applause once again. And we thank you, Mr. Nicholas. We'll probably have you come back towards the end when we say goodbye to all of our friends over here. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, guys.
So how was that? Let us know inside the comments. Was it helpful? Was it awesome? Was it amazing? Was it spectacular, fantastic, wonderful? Let us know all of your best descriptions to describe that. And yes, I know Mr. Nicholas was going slow, or he was trying to, but at the same time, if all of us are kind of learning things from scratch, trying to follow along in real time, sometimes we may slow down just a little bit, right? So the good news is I'm looking inside of the comments and say, I want to rewatch it. Is there a replay? Where can I access it? The good news is that the exact same place that you're watching us right now, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube, as soon as this live is over, it will be accessible as the replay. But in just a short while later on, again, we're going to be sharing with you the different bonuses pages and the confirmation pages, which, by the way, you should all have access to already, groove.cm/bonuses. All of the replay links will be on there as well. But I'm also curious to know, I'm seeing a lot of great comments. Awesome. All of the above. Cheers, Nicholas. Great. Very helpful. Awesome. Thank you. Very informative for details. Thank you. It's all good. So with all of that, I'm sure that many of you agree that sharing is caring. Do you agree with that? Sharing is caring. How great would it be to know that you can bring value to other people's lives? You're able to help them along the way, and you don't actually need to be the teacher, right? You can just say, hey, check this out. It's absolutely awesome. You'll learn a lot just like I did, and you'll be able to change lives in your own special way as a part of a team, as a part of the community, through the sharing of value. Do you agree that sharing is caring? If you do, type in sharing is caring inside the comments. And as always, we want to invite you back to go to groove.cm/bonuses. Once again, that's groove.cm/bonuses. And when you are there, okay, you will see that actually right before all of the resources right over here, you will see that there is a Groove Challenge review link that you can click right here, review the Groove Challenge, where you can share your experience about the Groove Challenge. Have you already been able to learn something? Did you learn something about the headline, how to create your one-page site, how to build it out on your own, how to use the templates? What are the psychologies behind the headlines, subheadlines, the image and video or formula? Anything of value that you would like to share, we want to invite you to click right over here on where it says Review Groove Challenge. And once you've done so, you will be redirected to this page where it's just basically a link to our groove.cm official Facebook group Facebook post right over here. And under this post over here, we want to invite you to share your experience. Okay, simply type it down inside of the comments. Let us know what it was that you thought. Everything that you said was great. Inside of the comments that we saw, from thank you to really helpful to all the fire emojis we seen from David and the clapping hand emojis from MJ. Paul is saying thanks to Nicholas. Very informative. All good. I'll see it again. Awesome, right? Let others know as well, and let them know that this is something that will be beneficial to them. And you're going to do your own little way of helping others as well. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, so once again, groove.cm/bonuses. Click right over here where it says Review Groove Challenge. It's just right in the middle over here, okay, where it says sharing is caring, right before all the Groove resources. Check it out, click on Review Groove Challenge, and let us know, and let everyone know the value that you've been receiving. And hopefully we're going to be able to continue to give you some additional value over time. Is that okay with you? Is it okay if we continue to provide you with value? If the answer is yes, type in yes inside the comments, because as you know, this is just a very simple one-page site build-out that we want to share with you. And even with that, we've now exceeded over 2 hours in real-time live training that we are to provide you. So imagine if we're going to be providing you with additional content on building your own list, integrating that with Groove Mail, and writing out your own sequences, and adding additional more content and things like that. Imagine how much longer it would actually take. Now, not long as in, oh my gosh, you're wasting my time, hopefully, but long as in, you know, that when it comes to success, when it comes to making progress, when it comes to getting results, everything takes time, right? Do not expect that you're going to be able to sit through a 30-minute training, a 1-hour training, a 2-hour training one time and expect to learn everything that you need to know. And that will be the end all of it, right? You saw inside of the comments, where's the replay? How can I watch it again? Even if it's on the same topic, we're going to watch it. We're going to want to watch it again and again and again. Do you agree? If you agree, type in agree inside the comments. So if you want even more content on building longer pages, on writing, copywriting sales letters, and building out your video sales letters, and using Groove Mail and sequences, and doing the autoresponder, automating your entire businesses, right? Then what we want to invite you to do is to continue on and continue with the mindset of longevity. Because regardless of everything that we just talked about, right? If you really understood it, It basically, everything has to do with building out your pages, using Groove pages, using Groove funnels, using all of the different apps. But what about traffic? What about, generating leads? What about the ability to attract people, whether it's on the free side or on the paid side? How many of you also want to learn more about traffic generation? If you do type in traffic inside of the comments, and I mentioned earlier, right? One of the first questions that we got when we said, hey, we're going to do a Groove challenge. It's going to be amazing. We're going to talk about, how to build a simple one-page site. So forget about all the complicated technical difficulties, just like with my speech here right now. But regardless, though, understand that when it comes to the building of the technical side, that's one thing, isn't it? But it's another thing to attract the people. So when we saw the comments coming in, they were saying, hey, on the SEO side, on the search engine side, on the organic side, is it possible for you to leverage everything that we're doing here with Groove and still be able to get those results? How many of you are interested in checking out some additional SEO, let's say case studies, for example, SEO case studies? If you are typing SEO inside the comments, because here, again, right, we're not going to get into it. We're not going to have time to dive into it. SEO on itself is a 5 to 10 day course just on the fundamentals for like 8 hours to 10 hours a day. Okay. So if you're going to be like, oh, don't waste my time, I don't have time for this, I'm busy, I got some, then this is not for you. Okay. But just to share with you the effectiveness of even very highly competitive stuff. I'm sure you can understand that in the world of internet marketing, in software, everything when it comes to Groove and challenges and all those things, right? A lot of these things are oftentimes very, very competitive. So even if we are to do a simple search, let's just say on Groove 5-day challenge, okay, even though it's branded, okay, even though it is very specific, even though it can probably only pertain to us, as you can see though, when you do a search for Groove 5-day challenge, there are over 25 million search results. That means that there's over 25 million potential competition that you might have out there who are trying to rank for similar words that you might be trying to rank for as well. But as you can see, with our variety of different strategies from YouTube to video marketing to many things along those lines, yes, we do get and populate a whole bunch of the first part of the page. But as you can see as well, does Groove pages work? Does it work for us to actually be able to get on the first page using the exact same tools as you do, competing against videos that are on YouTube, competing against posts that are on Facebook, the huge giant social media sites? Well, guess what? Over here, as you can see, if we click on this, this is a page that is created using Groove pages. So it's Groove pages using the power of the Groove software and using the power of the one-page site formula that we just shared with you. Does it have the capability to show on the first page or even on the first few pages of Google? As you can see, competing against ourselves with YouTube videos, high, huge, tremendous authority, right? Competing against Facebook, huge authority, right? Just to share with you, yes, the Groove.cm platform does have a chance. And as you can see over here, right, this is yet another page for our Groove 5-day challenge. And this is something that is live on our pages right now. So yes, absolutely. But let's take a look at some other examples, because over time, what you're going to realize is that it's not just about the platform. Yes, of course, Groove.cm makes it absolutely perfect. It makes it absolutely easy. But over the years, I've also been competing against very, very competitive niches. A lot of people who've been around for a very long time for very, very competitive keywords that we're still able to rank page one, number two, somewhere on the first few pages of Google for just the simple one-page site formula. Keep in mind, today, we're not selling you on Groove. We're not selling you so much on the click and drag and drop and the simplicity of building out the website using the power of Groove. We are selling you on the power of the one-page site, the simple one-page site. And if you say, yep, Groove is great. I'm going to be using it. Highly recommend it. But just so that you know, even before Groove came around, we used our own sites. We use Google sites. We use free platform. Right now, of course, Groove outbeats all of them. But just to share with you, even with other platforms, this is also a possibility. It's all about the power of search engine optimization. It's all about what you know, how you do it. It's all about the formula itself. And I'm sure you can imagine for something like Internet Marketing Insider Secrets, right? Hugely competitive. There are books, there are courses, there are different, gurus out there who use these very common terminology. In fact, Internet Marketing Insider Secrets, 7.7 million search results. So in other words, over 7.7 million competitors. Do you think that's competitive? Now, if you're just starting out, right, you might be thinking, oh man, there's no way I'll be able to compete in that space. There's no way we're going to be able to make money with that. But as long as you follow this one-page site formula, okay, as you can see over here, we got Facebook, we're competing against Facebook and all that stuff. What is this page over here? This page is a page that is created by a page creator, right? Owned by Google, but regardless of the case, if I click on that, Internet Marketing Insider Secrets in KL, does this look familiar? Yes, this is me in a promotion of an Internet Marketing Insider Secrets live class, and on a super competitive term like Internet Marketing Insider Secrets, we are still on the first page of Google. And as you can see, is this a very typical, traditional, what you would normally learn about when it comes to SEO? We are very non-traditional, okay? They don't call me the Internet Insider or the Google Insider for no reason. It's because we do unorthodox stuff, which now you can do so much easier for you to do with the power of Groove. And with that, on a simple headline, subheadline, video, and a call to action, this is still getting us the first page results on google.com with over 7 million competitors. Is that crazy? If you think that's crazy, type in crazy inside the comments. But speaking of crazy, let's continue with the case study, shall we? Internet Millionaire Secrets. What is this? 13.2 million search results. In other words, over 13 million competitors. What do we have on page one of the results? A lot of different people, right? With books, with PDF drives, with websites and articles. What's page one, number one? Well, let's take a look at that. It is a Google site. It is a page that is what we call a one-page site, isn't it? A headline, a subheadline, and yes, this is one of our pages as well. So as you can see, not a whole lot of content, right? Not what a lot of the so-called gurus are going to tell you. Yep, you got to make sure that it's got to be a long article, lots of content, lots of pages. You need to continue to update it over time. And if you don't, it's going to fall off the face of the earth. I have not been in the offline training business for the past 4 years. For obvious reasons, right? Pandemic, live events. I'm here in Malaysia. We was on lockdown for like over 2 years. And even now, the events business is still not picking back up, right? So all this stuff we did live in person all the way back in the day. And does this model, this formula look familiar? Yes, it is a one-page site. And yes, it is something that you can create just as easily with something that Nicholas showed you how to do using the power of Groove pages. Are you excited with the potential to be able to get first page rankings amongst millions of competition, all using the power of Groove and using the power of the search engines? If you are, type in yes inside the comments. If you take a look right over here, e-commerce millionaire secrets. Another one of our courses, 1.8 million, lots of competition, right? But if you take a look, a one-page site, in fact, not just one, but two one-page sites. One we did, I believe, in Malaysia somewhere, or this was just the main one. This one was another event that we did in Vietnam back in the day, in our past life, right? Does this look familiar? Does it? Headline, subheadline, video, right here, call to action. That's it, right? That is it. And we're still on the first page of Google. Is that amazing? If you think so, type in amazing inside the comments. If you take a look at our second listing, and this is why they call us the insider secrets, right? The insiders, because we know how to get multiple first page listings on Google. And as you can see, super simple, isn't it? Nothing traditional, nothing even artistic, high design, nothing about that. Yes, you can do stuff like this and make it a whole lot better and make it look a whole lot better, a whole lot cleaner, more professional design, all with Groove. And the thing is, even on a crappy looking site like this, we're still on the first page of Google. Imagine what you can do when it's so much more simpler and so much more amazing with the power of the Groove software, right? Let's take a look at another example. This one is YouTuber Millionaire Secrets. And just to let you know, with something like this, you're able to also leverage the power of social media. Like if, let's just say, for example, page one, number one, out of 12.6 million, right? This is our Facebook listing, our Facebook post. I don't know if it's a page. It's just a Facebook event, folks. Anyone can create a Facebook event for free, right? And this is not a long site. In fact, this copies everything that we're talked about on the one-page site, and is short content, isn't it? That's it. This is all the information that is available. So as you can see, this is something that anyone can do. And once you learn the strategy of the one-page site, you can use it with Groove, you can use it with YouTube, you can use it with so many other things like Facebook and other posts. And what's that going to do for you? It's going to get you multiple first page listings. Multiple first page. In fact, I'm looking at this right now. I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom. You'll see that, of course, on Google, they have images as well, right? This is another one of our listings right here on the first page. This one is from our Pinterest. Holiday Weekends Committed since attending today's session, right? This was our office in Kuala Lumpur. So as you can see, multiple first page listings, combine that with videos amongst millions and millions of different competitors. How many of you, outside of just being able to use Groove, outside being able to build your own pages, outside being able to, on the technology side, make it simple for you to have things up on the internet, also want to be able to get free, organic, massive organic traffic through search engines, through social media, through videos like on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram, Pinterest, as we just saw, and so many other platforms, all for absolutely free. How many of you want these kinds of results? If you do, type in I inside of the comments. Because as we mentioned, of course, we cannot possibly share everything with you all in one simple session. And so with that, once again, we want to invite you back to groove.cm/bonuses. Once again, groove.cm/bonuses. As we mentioned earlier, this is what our continued education is for. Free private invitation to additional special events. All you have to do is click right over here to request an invitation so that we can continue to coach you. We can continue to train you. We can continue to mentor you. All these insider secrets, which I guarantee you are not going to be able to learn from anyone else, anywhere else. Because I don't know how many of you know, I actually created the system when it came to Google all the way back in 2002. And so that's why we're able to share the results, and so many things that are so unorthodox from anyone else. If you want to learn more about all of our secrets along the way, step by step, come over here, groove.cm/bonuses, and request an invitation. That's going to take you over here to this particular post where now you'll be able to request, just like what Sandra did, Veronica, Regina, Len, Shadell, Abul, Erica, what you've all done recently within the last couple of hours, okay, to request an invitation. We will send you a private invitation to some additional free content that we want to be sharing with you. But since we're here, how many of you are okay? And I know that we're a little bit, we're approaching 2.5 hours already. And I know it's the middle of the night, probably for some of you. It's getting late. It's the middle of the day, Saturday for me right here. We want to spend time with our family, with our friends. We got stuff to do. But for those of you who can stick around, how many of you are okay if we over deliver just a little bit. If you're okay for us to over deliver just a little bit for you, type in over deliver. Type in over deliver inside of the comments. Type in over deliver inside of the comments, because hey, while we're here, okay, you can see that this is my social media page, of course. If you click onto my name, okay, you'll find my profile. And if you want to connect with me, highly welcomed to connect with me, to network, and to make friends. As you can see, we're obviously very active when it comes to a lot of the different things that are happening. This one is happening right now. But what you will notice is that one day ago, there was actually a post from my partner in crime. His name is Mr. Ching Yu Tan. He is the CMO of our companies. And he actually shared, while we were in our retreat that we were talking about, the Mastermind retreats, okay, he actually shared with us some secrets to your access, your invitation to join an AI automation and marketing mini course. Now, when it comes to automation, when it comes to artificial intelligence, when it comes to the latest in technology, I'm sure that you agree that this is something that is going to completely change the game forever. So if you are far behind, if you decide not to learn about it, this is something that is going to catch up with you 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road. As they say, right? People watch things happen. People ask what happened. And then there are people who make things happen. I want to invite you, if you haven't yet, to go to my profile, watch this video. This one was recorded while we were at the airport in Langkawi, and he talks about all the different amazing things that are going to be happening when it comes to automation. But more importantly than that, it's one thing to be able to connect with us while we are online, right? To be able to learn the training, to be able to get the skills and the knowledge. It's another thing to have the experience for yourself, right? To be able to meet face to face, to be able to have the experience to shake hands and to be able to connect and hang out. I don't know if you know this, but throughout the years, the first 10 plus years of my internet entrepreneurship experience, I've attended live seminars. I attended a lot of different, masterminds. I went to a lot of cruises. And the absolute best way for me to connect and learn and to actually close deals is over the beers, right? Over the drinks. And at the actual, restaurants where we're hanging out, at the hotel lobbies. Imagine if you have the opportunity to meet up with some of the best of the best. This is just some of the experiences that we had over the past 5 days in an island called Langkawi, in the middle of nowhere in Malaysia, with amazing views, whether you want to hang out inside of the hotel with a lot of great recreational activities, or whether you want to go outside and check out some amazing views during the day, amazing sunsets at night, the best food that you'll find anywhere else. How many of you would be interested in joining us for maybe a few days or up to a week, and just really sitting down to be able to know your business, plan everything out, starting with content that will allow you to automate your own business? How many of you would be interested in joining us for different kinds of experiences like that? If you would, type in I am inside of the comments. Type in I am inside of the comments. Because with this type of invitation, this is not for everybody. It is definitely for you if you know what you want in your life, if you're ready to take the next step, and you don't say things like, I have no time, I have no money, I cannot afford this, I cannot afford that. Everything is a mindset. Instead of thinking, I don't have time for it, ask yourself, how can I make time? If you don't have the money for something, ask yourself, how can I afford it, right? You don't say you cannot afford a new computer if it breaks down. You don't say you cannot afford a new phone if you need a new one, right? You find a way to make that happen. So yes, with all of this is opportunity. It's all in the mindset. It's all in the way that you think, all in your attitude, the way that you act, your view of life, and the way that you know you deserve the best in your life. So the question is, do you believe that you deserve the very best that life has to offer, and that the time is now for you to make that happen. If you do, type in believe inside of the comments. And with that, I want to introduce to you, for those of you who haven't yet met him, okay, we do have a surprise guest. He is Mr. Qingyu Tian, the CMO of our group expansion projects, as well as our group expansion companies all around the world. He is a leader when it comes to training, when it comes to speaking, when it comes to many things in relation to marketing. That is why he is the Chief Marketing Officer. But in addition to that, he is always the first to try new things. He is always the first to master new things. And he is going to share with you a little bit more about AI, a little bit about automation, but better yet, a very special invitation that is very, very time sensitive, that you, for joining us live right here, right now, will have the privilege, the honor, the opportunity to join us. So without any further ado, I want you to help me to welcome to the virtual stage into the Groove One Page Site Challenge. Give a huge round of applause and welcome right here, right now, Mr. Ching Yu Tan. What's up, Mr. Ching? Thank you for long time no see, man. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Simon, for the warm welcome. And it's great to see all of you still here engaging with us live right now. Yeah, we certainly had an amazing trip together with Simon and one of our co-founders, John, as well, in the Groove Expansion Project. And let me tell you, what we have planned, the experiences, the places, the sites, it'll absolutely blow your mind. All right, but we'll definitely go more into that, when you join us in our next mini course that's upcoming actually in just probably 8.5 hours time from now tonight. Yeah. And so basically what I'm going to share with you is in the world where AI is taking over, the AI revolution is here. Okay, everybody is scrambling and figuring out, how do I make it work for my business? How do I make it work for my marketing, right? Because at the end of the day, we want all of that leads and sales. But if everyone is using it, then what we'll tend to see is that there's a lot of like a cookie cutter sort of outputs, right? Everybody starts sounding the same, homogeneous. It's like, what differentiates you from the other, right? So what I'm going to share with you in this mini course is how you can leverage off the power of AI, and specifically ChatGPT, the big thing in the market right now, right? And to give you a heads up, maybe we'll be introducing brand new AI softwares and applications as well. So keep an eye out for that, right? So I'll be sharing with you how is it that you can use AI and ChatGPT for your content marketing, for free organic traffic. How many of you love free? If you love free, type in free in the chat right now. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how is it that you can create engaging content that will drive people to connect with you on the deeper level, connect with your brand, connect with your products, connect with your services, so that at the end of the day, they look at you as an expert. They see your company, your brand as the go-to place to solve whatever problems that they are looking for, and to do it in such a way where you don't have to spend tens of hours, every week cracking your head on figuring out, okay, who should I target? How should I come up with my campaigns? What should I talk about? What are the topics that I should talk about? Oh, how do I even structure my content? How do I make it persuasive? How do I make it compelling where people actually care to click the button to share their information with me or to purchase from me? If you love to learn all of that, right, and to save tens of hours in a week so that you can focus on what's most important, delivering value to your clients, getting people through the door, right, and serving them, then I'd like to invite you to join us in this mini course, AI ChatGPT mini course that I'll be running in just a couple of hours time. You can go to groove.cm/bonuses. That's where you get all of your different bonuses. But right at the top, what you will see is that there is an exclusive invitation. Okay. And then this invitation is today only. And then if you want to look at the replay, a replay will be available later on. But if you have the opportunity to join me live, do join me live so that I can tailor make this session just for you. Okay, whatever industry you're in, or whatever questions or challenges that you face with using AI for your marketing, this is your opportunity to join me live. All right. So go to groove.cm/bonuses right now. Yes, and I mean right now. Click on register for the mini course. You see today only AI marketing. Fill in the form. Okay, and then you will get your exclusive invitation to this mini course. You want to stay ahead of the game, and regardless of whether you are a brand new marketer, whether you are an experienced marketer, there is something for you to learn in this mini course tonight. All right. And especially for those of you who are brand new marketers, I want to be able to share with you how is it that you can leverage off Chat GPT or AI to level you up, right, to become a professional marketer. Or people will look at your copy and your content and be like, wow, this person really knows what they're doing. How many of you would like that? Right? If you would like that, type in expert marketer into the chat. All right. So that's it for me for now. And then I look forward to seeing all of you, hopefully, right, at the mini course in just a couple hours time. Again, go to groove.cm/bonuses, click on the very first button, register for the mini course, and I will see you soon, my expert marketers. Back to you, Simon.
Thank you, Ching Yu. So refresh the page if you need to. If you were already there moments ago, the thing is we updated the page while Ching Yu was about to come up and speak. So all you got to do, groove.cm/bonuses, refresh the page. And what you're going to see is for today only. For us, it's going to be tonight. You will have an invitation to join us live. The good news, of course, is because we know we are a global community, it will be recorded. There will be a replay, of course, all pending on technology and everything like that. But in order for you to get access, just like with the Groove Challenge, in order for you to get access to those trainings and the replays and the archives and everything else, all the updates, you need to register right over here on this form. By the way, does this kind of format look pretty familiar to you? The one-page site, does that sound familiar? The little headline, the little call to action, right? Everything that we do is based off of the things that we're sharing with you right here today. So with all of that, just know that it is a recipe for success for all of you. Okay, so going back, groove.cm/bonuses, make sure that you come to this page, register for all information, whether you want to join us live, highly recommend it, or you want to make sure that you get all the information that you need to access the replays. Simply enter in your name and your best email address, register, and you will go ahead and receive some of the content. So if you want to check out more about what else is going to be available for you to learn, yes, of course, read the rest of the page. There's going to be a lot of things, including about Mr. Ching Yu himself. So with that, that is pretty much all of the content that we do have for you today. How was it? Let us know inside of the comments. Was it helpful? Was it not helpful? Was it something that was able to bring you value? Are you able to build out your one-page sites? Questions, comments, all these things, keep in mind, we are here for you. But if you do absolutely want to make sure that you have the best possible recipe for upcoming events, again, make sure that you do go to groove.cm/, try that one more time, groove.cm/bonuses. Okay, so in addition to having the invitation to the AI marketing mini course, you're also going to get all of the subsequent resources here. Again, make sure, once again, that you do leave us a Groove Challenge review so that we're able to share with others exactly what it is that they would be able to benefit from. If it was something that was helpful to you as well, make sure that you do share this alongside all of us. Okay, so with that, we're going to come to a close. I'm going to bring back Mr. Nicholas McIntosh. Give me a thumbs up if you're okay. All right. And then we also have a hidden gentleman who who is in the background this entire time. You see the little things that are showing up on the screen, the comments and things like that. This guy's been working hard in the background, answering questions, communicating with our team in the back end as well, and doing a lot of logistics. Mr. Michael K, all the way in France, he is here as well. Just to say hi. So any parting words for all of our friends here who are joining us for the Groove Challenge? Let's start with Mr. Michael, because we haven't heard from you, and hopefully your internet is stable enough. But unmute yourself and share with us your experience and any parting words that you might have for our Groove Challenge friends here. Michael, are you able to? So Michael's experiencing a little bit of a Wi-Fi connectivity issue here, so maybe he's not able to. Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
I have connection issues, so I just want to invite people to go into the event. Have a good learning with Xingyu on that Chat GPT course.
Okay, so I think what we're getting is Michael is saying, hey, take action, register for Qingyu's mini course, and take advantage of all our bonuses, groove.cn/bonuses while they're still available, so that we actually have the opportunity to continue to serve you and to provide you with additional value. Keep in mind, these Groove bonuses, they happen from time to time, but we also have many different things in between. So you're going to want to be as connected as you can be. Join our list, register for our events so that we can update you for future ones that are coming up. Lots of amazing things, all designed step by step, one day at a time, as what Mr. Nicholas mentioned earlier, right? One step, one tiny little simple step at a time to ensure that you progressively, slowly but surely, take your way towards profitability and success. Okay, so speaking of Mr. Nicholas, you're the superstar today with amazing content. I just saw the comments earlier. Lots of great, amazing value that you've driven. Got yourself a lot of fans, really helpful. So thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas. Any parting words for our Groove Challengers?
Yeah, it's simple, right? Take action. It's all about taking action.
Yep.
And just a comment, I mean, I've been around this game for over 30 years now, just over 30 years. And there's two things that I do consistently. One is continue doing training. You must continue to plug into the systems and learn them. You've got to train yourself on how to use them, right? That's the key, because the information is not going to stay the same. What works today might not work in 3 months from now. Right. So you need to stay plugged into the system. There are some things that are key to marketing that will never change. The principles don't change. How you deliver that content may change, and that's why you need to keep up with training. And then the second thing you need to do is, as I said, take action, right? Put what you learn immediately into practice. You learn something, watch a video. If you missed it all, go back, as we said, watch the replay. If you've got two screens on your computer and another screen, it makes it easy, because you can have a video on one screen, and when it's playing, you listen to a bit of it, pause, go and do that bit on your other screen, come back, play, right? And just keep doing it. But you've got to take action. And today, as Qingyu has mentioned, this Chat GPT stuff that's coming up, even if you think you know a lot about Chat GPT, we're going to show you some stuff we know you don't know, right? Because we are plugged into other systems that give us access to information that is not generally available, right? So if you really want to know how this thing works, show up and take action.
Show up and take action. Yes. And speaking of taking action, of course, the next course of action that you need to take is to register for that mini course that is going to be hosted by Mr. Qingyu, and he is our CMO for a very, very good reason. He is all up to date when it comes to the best marketing strategies. We learn a lot from him as well. We watch him do his magic while he implements and executes all the great stuff. So if there's anything that you want to learn from anyone, from our team, from Groove, and even beyond that, Mr. Qingyu Tan is definitely the man. So for that, definitely make sure that you do not miss this particular mini course, because hey, it's going to be life changing. So Mr. Chin Yu Tan, any parting words from you?
Yep. My only parting words is register at groovec.cm/bonuses. Click on the register for the mini course. And I look forward to growing together with you as expert marketers. But not only that, for those of you who choose to really, really go deep, you will become innovators in your own field as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing most of you in a couple of hours.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, I mean, it's not just a couple of hours, it's several hours. So don't want to scare some of us who might be in the middle of the night, but you do have time to, get some rest if you need to or whatnot. But do keep in mind, it is coming up very, very soon. So if you can join us live, definitely do that. Or if you absolutely must, still register, and we'll send you the replay information as soon as that is available. So how was the challenge today? If it was good, again, let us know inside the comments. In fact, your next challenge, your final challenge, should you choose to accept it, is to make sure that you do execute. And if you want to create a page to promote Chin Yu's mini course, definitely do so. You have the skills, you have the technology, you have the instructions and the mentorship. Watch this video again if you need to, but definitely take action on that. And what I want to invite you to do is that after you are finished creating it and you've published it, leave a comment, share with us your link. It's okay. It's okay. Share with us your link so that you can kind of say, hey, I took action. This is something that I created. Thank you for the challenge. And, thank you to Nicholas and Chin Yu and Michael and everyone who was involved behind the scenes for making this happen, because it's all about you. And the challenge isn't going to make any sense for us to continue doing if all you do is you sit there for a couple of hours and you take absolutely no action with it, right? So with that, make sure that you are an action taker. And we do want to see your results one step at a time. Next step is to create bigger sites, longer sites, more content using ChatGPT to automate a lot of that information, and then getting traffic and all that stuff, which will continue along the way. Groove.cm/bonuses. That is where you will get all of our bonus resources. All right, so on behalf of the entire Groove team and myself, on behalf of Chin Yu, Michael, Mr. Nicholas, all of our great team behind the scenes, we want to thank you, appreciate you for your time. And until next time, take action right now. Let us know if you have any questions. And as always, we'll see you right back here at Groove on the Inside. Cheers, folks. We'll catch you on the next round.